Hey, I'm LeAnne Carswell. In this video, we're going to learn 3 things that I wish I'd have known before I became a realtor. First thing I think you should know is real estate school teaches you how to pass the test, teaches you the laws, and basically how to protect the public from you and you're screwing up. So that's really all real estate school teaches you, and then the real learning begins. And basically it is a whole mess of information, from contracts to learning mortgages to dealing with scripts and knowing what to say to people and dealing with people and their personalities. There's a lot of rejection. The CRMs, if you're not familiar with what that is, CRM stands for Contact Management System. So basically it's your bucket with where you keep all your people, all your buyers and sellers and sphere. All of the ancillary websites that you have to learn, from the county GISs to the different software programs that you'll use in conjunction with the MLS, to any number of things. MLSs, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute, but MLSs, you may be a member of multiple MLSs. I'm a member of 4 currently. Transaction management, that is going to be from the contract to the closing and how you get them to the closing table. So you have a lot of balls in the air. Then comes the social media and the marketing aspect of it. And then taxes. You can't forget to pay your taxes. You've got to have systems for how things flow from beginning to end. And the customer experience. So you want the customer experience to be always spot on. Lead generation. So you've got to have a constant flow of leads into your pipeline, because leads are the life source of your business. If you don't have leads, you don't have buyers. Farming. So you may decide that you want to farm a certain community or a certain neighborhood, an area, and that's where you just love on them. And it takes a long time to be a farmer, just like it sounds. You've got to plant the seeds and nurture them and water them. And so there's a whole bunch of things you can do for that. Networking. So business to business, just everywhere that you can network, any club that you're a member of, chamber of commerce, anything, school functions. So just the networking where you run into people. Business plans. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I've always heard that. And coaching. So some of us have coaches, and basically that's somebody there to help you succeed and to help you not have to recreate the wheel. And then prospecting. Prospecting we'll talk about in the very end, but prospecting is not a lot of fun for a lot of people. So I don't like prospecting. It's just, who likes to prospect? So the next thing I want to talk about are MLSs. So when I got into real estate, the MLS was, something that you had to have, obviously, because you want to see what everybody else has for sale, and as well as you want them to see what you have for sale. But there's 2 pieces or 2 parts to the MLSs. You've got the board, and you've got MLS member dues. So as you can see from the slide I've got on right now, new member dues for the first year when you get your real estate license for GGAR, the Greenville board, is $1,100. But you also have $145 per quarter for your MLS dues. So, it's not as cheap as you think originally. Additionally, you're going to need your lockbox key, and that's another rollout of money. So that's something that you need to consider. If you're going to be a member of multiple MLSs, for instance, Spartanburg, you can do that, and you would have access. If you wanted to put a listing in Spartanburg, you can become a member of that. Now, the great thing is you only have to be a member of the MLS, but not the board. But because, for instance, I'm a secondary member of the Spartanburg board, I could have an agent that joins from Spartanburg and become a member of the Spartanburg board, because obviously it's cheaper on a yearly basis than the Greenville board. But different boards offer different things. But the Greenville and Spartanburg board generally like one another, and that means a bunch when it comes time to hear we're in Greer. And for the Greenville board and the Spartanburg board, Greer's right in the middle. And so it makes sense for us to be members of both boards. So that way, we can get more exposure for our clients. Then we are a member of Western Upstate and North Carolina, because we're so close to the North Carolina line. But that's something that other agents may not take into account, may not realize that they have to do or can do. So, but again, you're a secondary member. Western Upstate, I think, it's cheap. It's $20 a month. $20 a month. And then Canopy, I can't remember. So, but that's something that you have to consider when you become a realtor. Patience, rejection, and resilience. So one thing about being a realtor is you're going to get rejected a lot. Basically, I'm a professional job interviewer, I guess, because I go out on listing appointments and I interview for jobs all day long. And, that's tedious for some people. But you have to become a professional day interrupter. So you've got to know when and how to interrupt people's day in a way that they're not impacted, I guess you would say, or not thrown off, and you add value to their day. So if you just don't care and you just don't care. So, and that comes across when you're prospecting. But if you genuinely add value to people, they can see it, they can feel it, and you're helping them. So, but at the end of the day, you're a professional interrupter. There is no easy button. There's no way. Trust me, I've looked for 27 years. There's no easy button. And I've looked for magic pills. I've looked for, the newest and shiniest tool out there, but I just haven't found it. So unfortunately, it's the grind. It's the calling. It's the price you pay to earn a high income, potentially. So if you don't make any money at it, you're either not a very good business person or you're not a very good prospector. So you have to get good at both to make money in this business. So prospecting is the most exhausting part of my day. But those of us who succeed get over it and do it anyway. And that can be hard. I mean, I can't tell you that when somebody fusses you out on the phone or is rude to you, it doesn't, put a dent in your armor, but you have to have that armor to succeed in this business. And at the end of the day, don't wish things were easier, wish you were better. So I am a lifelong learner. And even though I've been doing this 27 years, I've learned something new every day. The basics are the same, but you gotta continually learn because things are always changing. The laws are always changing. And as a matter of fact, June of this year, we got a new sales contract. So that's something that you kind of have to be prepared for and know that change is coming. It's just a matter of when. Those are a few things that I wish I'd have known as becoming a realtor. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope this adds value to your life, and hope this makes you decide to be a realtor or decide not to be a realtor. But, the not knowing coming into this business, is scary not to know. So hope this helps. Thank you.